head is pounding. What time is it?
The day has turned over. It is Monday, 2:50 a.m. You've been unconscious for nearly 5 hours.
Time to murder.
Ota got me, didn't he?
He did. He struck you over the head with the lock.
Little bastard. Why did he do that?
I don't know, but afterward he ran off with Iris.
How do you know?
You had lost consciousness, but I was still watching. I recorded video of the incident. Take a look.
Why is his eyeball moving around all funny? I don't know, kick him!
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Kick him!
You witch! You stay away from my boy!
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
Mom, go away!
Everything's fine.
We're going on a date!
Okay,
Or a
let's go.
date! Alright, bye.
Ota.
Nobody cares about Date.
Why didn't you chase them?
I'm sorry.
You should have jumped out of my eye and ran after them.
I couldn't move. The mechanics controlling my ambulatory motion were short-circuited by the blow to your head.
That seems oddly convenient, but then again, an eyeball chasing after you would also be a little bit strange.
Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency.
Nobody's getting sawn in half, is it? It's not that big of an emergency.
Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Oh, no. Not again.
Iris.
A set, you bet. Oh no, that's a big saw. It's a good thing she's not a block of ice, though.
No, that's...
She can't get cut in half now.
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
It's like on Twitch TV and the admins aren't taking it down because it's making a lot of Twitch revenue right now. You should take it down, that looks pretty gruesome. Yeah, but we're making a bunch of money, so how about no? Kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the same, but I guess we'll find out. Feel the sweat on my palms, the engine raised a high-pitched scream. But I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. Hey, Date, keep your eyes on the road.
That sick bastard.
Look, he's in a polar bear suit. Stay away from Tessa, you big polar bear jerk!
Tessa!
Yep, here comes
Hold
Ota.
on! I'll save you!
Ota?
Get the
Stay away
get
from
the fist
Tessa!
up. Gonna go punch him in the face.
Ah!
Ha! Get him, Ota.
Date, we've almost reached the destination.
If only you brought your walk with you, then maybe you could have fought him off with that. You could have tricked him into looking at the box in the corner and then beat him up.
Please, please let me make it in time.
Hey, before you chop Iris in half, can you look at this cardboard box that's on the floor over here real quick? Yeah, thanks. Bonk. Oh, hey. She's alive, and so is he, at least a little bit.
You okay?
Date.
Where did they go?
Through the back door.
Just hang on, Ota. Help is on the way.
Don't worry. Iris is alive.
Can you call the
Backup is
police?
en route to this location.
Okay, thanks.
Date, pursue the culprit.
All right, I'm on it.
Hopefully no one stumbles in here and pulls this lever while we're gone. Maybe it's all part of his plan. He's gonna pull the lever while we're gone, and then he's gonna die, you know, from bleeding out, and she's gonna get chopped in half. We chased him all the way to the police headquarters.
Any traces of the culprit?
Still nothing.
What about those kids? Are they alive?
We also didn't catch the culprit on any of the surveillance cameras. They probably got away through the back alley.
While wearing a polar bear costume.
Maybe they took it off and threw it in the ocean.
If it were filled with something heavy, it would sink to the bottom.
I mean, this seems less bad than before, you know? Before it was pretty bad. Okay. Doesn't seem like we're gonna get much out of any of this. Okay. Yeah, are they alive?
They were taken to Central Hospital. Ota's surgery went well. He's in treatment now. He's stable, nothing life-threatening.
You know, not chopped in half and all.
Iris, though.
Is she still in surgery?
Yeah.
Iris's left eye was forcibly removed.
Compared to, you know, like, non-forcibly removed.
Because the optic nerve is connected to the brain, the surgery will take some time to complete.
It's still ongoing, but they haven't found anything of note yet. Date, Aiba, go to the warehouse again and investigate. You two might be able to find some useful clues.
Maybe we'll find our favorite investigator there. It's Kagame!
So, Sejima? He was in Iris' Somnium yesterday.
Right. But Iris says she's never met him.
Why not ask So about it?
So lives in Azabu, right? I guess I could.
You should ask Aiba about that.
Yes, I have already done some research. Okiura Fishery is owned by the Okiura we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju's father died. Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
So it's a coincidence the criminal chose that location?
Unknown.
You know, I was thinking, I feel like we should have, like, a Bluetooth speaker, you know, on a person somewhere, hooked up to Aiba, so in case Aiba wants to talk to other people. I guess Aiba doesn't really talk to too many other people, so usually it's not important. And most of the time, Date will say whatever, you know, she said out loud if it needs to be said, but it still seems like it'd be convenient, you know?
They're giving statements at HQ right now. The line is pretty long.
You could just talk to Mizuki.
Right. She's part of the Okiura family too. Oh, speaking of. Hey boss, did you end up sending anyone to take care of Mizuki yesterday?
Jeez, you're finally getting around to asking that? Yes, she's fine. I had one of our new recruits take her. She took her back to your house, so Mizuki should still be there.
So Mizuki's at home.
And I'm fairly certain she's furious with you.
Probably.
After leaving her alone with Mama, I mean.
You know, that's one thing, actually, that I'm thinking about. That's gonna be different. We had a whole section where we went to go investigate what was going on and nobody would talk to us. Ota's mother is very upset with us. You know, whole Ota being dead thing. Mizuki was pretty upset because her friends were both dead thing. So while it's obviously bad that they're hurt and they don't really know that it's better than being dead, well, I mean, I guess I could sort of imagine it, but they don't know it, you know, because they weren't in the other timeline or the other, you know, split of the story. But maybe they'll be a little bit more receptive to talking to us this time.
Of course. Hitomi's at the hospital, waiting for the surgery to finish.
And Mayumi?
She was at the hospital earlier, waiting for Ota to get out. I think she went back home to get some clothes and things for Ota's hospital stay.
Date, last night, Mayumi left the diner to chase after Iris and Ota. Perhaps she knows something.
Yeah, she might. Let's listen to Mayumi's story.
It'll definitely be interesting to get at least some information out of that, you know?
Alright, boss. I'm going to investigate all this.
Compared to before where nobody would say
Got
anything.
it. We're counting on you.
Let's go, Aiba.
Roger that.
Alright, so we got quite a few places to look at. The hospital being one of them to go talk to our now living people and not dead people. But let's start at the cold storage warehouse for now. See if we can find any new clues. I don't think we're going to find much. But at the very least, you know, there won't be bodies to investigate. Or, you know, chunks of bodies anyway. Halves of bodies, perhaps.
2 cars.
So I was thinking about that as well. One of them is the one that Ota drives, a sort of delivery van looking thing. This, station wagon looking one must be the murderer's.
These cars have been parked here since before 3:17 a.m.
1 van and 1 station wagon.
Police officer.
Who owns the van?
The Matsushita family. It appears as though it was used for transporting ingredients and supplies.
Tessa, wait! I'll get the car.
Ota's fingerprints were found on the steering wheel and gearshift. Iris's fingerprints were found around the passenger seat. Those were the only prints recently made.
Let's see if there's anything interesting out here.
Look! The school of mullet!
Okay.
And...
Aren't the fish so cute?
It's nice that Iba's talking to us at least. You say that. Are you sure? Maybe it does. Maybe this is the most important thing of the story. Right here.
Aiba, what's in the box?
It looks like a person.
What?
No, never mind. It's a silicone doll. In the shape of a woman.
Oh, I see.
You just keep that out here in case they need it. Probably has nothing to do with the case.
Can you please move the crane?
Date, please shut up.
Oh, stop.
Think that was a joke that maybe made more sense in Japanese?
It looks like that girl Reika from the cabaret club in Nakamaguro.
He looks nothing like her.
Other policemen. Cold storage. Okay, station wagon. This one might have some clues in it.
This station wagon is a stolen car.
Or maybe not.
Stolen?
Last night, the owner of the vehicle reported it stolen. It was stolen at 10:33 p.m. yesterday. The theft occurred in Fuchu, Tokyo, in the parking lot of Famisto, a convenience store along Koshu Highway.
The Famisto parking lot, huh?
The car was stolen while the owner was shopping inside the store. The vehicle's engine was on.
Well, that was their problem.
The doors might have even been unlocked, which would have made the theft easy for the culprit.
Who took the car?
Ota Matsushita.
What?
Wait, Ota took that car?
Ota got into the car and drove off. The security cameras at the convenience store caught the entire incident.
Why did Ota need 2 cars?
Ota's fingerprints were also found on the steering wheel of that car.
Jeez, he's an idiot.
There is no doubt that it was Ota.
The stream of the polar bear started around 3 a.m.
Correct. About 10 minutes later, Ota appeared on screen.
Ota stole the car at 10:33 p.m. That makes 4.5 hours until he appeared on screen.
He must have been trying to move something with it. I don't know what he would have moved that he couldn't have done with a van, but I don't know.
Was there anything else found inside the car?
There was one thing.
What was it?
Ota's cell phone. The one he purchased 2 days ago in Akihabara. It slid under the driver's seat.
Where's the phone now?
Its data is being inspected and evaluated. I cannot find anything in the vicinity that could be a clue.
We can't even look inside the warehouse?
Me either. Let's check inside the warehouse.
Okay, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some clues in there.
Wow, it's cold in here.
The air conditioners have stopped. However, the insulation in the walls has kept the room temperature close to what it was this morning.
I should finish this investigation before I freeze to death.
Well then, you had better get started.
What's your name?
Good one, Date.
It didn't let me do this last time, actually. I was kind of bummed out I couldn't bother him again about it.
Have I asked you before?
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second. It's coming back to me. It has something to do with glass?
Where are you getting this from? I have a pretty unique name. Yeah, wish it were under better circumstances. Too bad you're not a girl. This could be the start of something.
Huh. Yeah, thinking the same thing.
Okay, then. Do you have a family?
No, unfortunately I live alone. With a job like this, I don't really get the chance to meet new people.
At least not living ones, anyway.
Once this case is wrapped up, how about you and I go to a cabaret club together?
Hey, now you're talking. You're buying, right?
Sure, I'll expense it.
I recorded that conversation. I will be sending it to the boss later.
On second thought, why don't we split it?
Aw, lame. No, nothing so far.
And now we get to bother him.
Do you remember now?
Yeah, I think I've got it. It was 3 syllables. Something like, 6 letters long.
You remember all that, but not my name? You still don't know?
No, not yet, but I've almost got it. 3 syllables, 6 letters. Kodaka, right?
You're close.
Not even close.
Okay, no, not even.
Do you want me to just tell you?
No, give me a hint.
It starts with Ka.
Starts with Ka, 3 syllables, 6 letters.
You're making this sound like a riddle.
Is it... Kaniza?
Yeah, sure, man. That's my name.
His name is Kaniza. Probably born between June 22nd and July 22nd. That's my friend Kaniza. Must be Ota's blood. That's where he was stabbed and went down. Cardboard box. Regular box.
Is this
Oh,
warehouse
crap.
not in use?
I think I skipped some of that. I'm sure it wasn't important. Log?
There are only a few items on the shelf. Is this warehouse not in use?
Okay, not important. Is there evidence over there? There's an evidence marker. I don't know why there's an evidence marker over there, unless maybe that's the back door. I can't quite see it from here.
That machine is used to cut ice. We have gathered testimony from the workers regarding it.
You can also cut people with it too, apparently.
This has always been in the warehouse, so the suspect did not bring it here.
Any fingerprints?
Nothing. No fingerprints have been found at the scene at all.
Not even Ota's on the lever?
This entire warehouse is clean.
I see. 3 a.m. this morning. Iris was lying right here.
If Ota hadn't come to save her, it would have been too late. The tires of the forklift are clearly frozen to the ground.
This forklift is so incredibly suspicious.
It hasn't been moved in a long time. What are you thinking?
Nothing. It just seemed noteworthy.
Yeah. It seems very noteworthy, since we had that one ending
A
with it.
video camera and laptop. This is what the criminal used to stream. All of these items have been bought from pawn shops and thrift stores. It would be difficult to determine a suspect from them. I have logged into the Wi-Fi in this warehouse. Okiura Fishery Co., Ltd. is listed as the owner. However, I found the password written directly on the router. Anyone who saw it could have used it.
How did you find it on the router, now that I'm thinking about it? How did you find that? How did you physically find the router? You just jump out of my eyeball. I'm gonna do some investigating, Date. Carry on. Waddles away.
Yeah, some engineer from NRIPS created a jacket lined with heating wires. That keeps me warm. Nice, right? All the cops and inspectors around here are wearing them.
That's cool.
I checked this place point by point, but didn't find nothing.
It really does look like Reika from that cabaret club in Nakamaguro.
I told you it does not.
Maybe. A dark spot. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm assuming we have to use X-ray on it. Or night vision.
It's dark over there.
Is it of concern?
Yeah, but without some light, I can't see.
I am perfect for times like this.
Zoom and enhance. It's a square, I've determined. Using my night vision.
There's something there.
You should go pick it up.
I like that the police officers are here investigating. Kid didn't bring any flashlights with them, so they don't notice that there's something over here. They don't even bother to check. No flashlights here. What are you doing over there? It's dark. We can't see anything over there.
I recognize this.
An Odoroki Man chocolate. You've been collecting them for 3 years. Each chocolate contains a special sticker inside. Years ago, you started buying them for Mizuki, but eventually, you got hooked on them. Even after Mizuki lost interest, you kept buying them.
That's a bittersweet memory. The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why is this here?
Perhaps we can use it as a clue. Let's investigate further.
Oh, it's freezing.
Date, we're at our limit. We've examined everything of interest here. Let's go elsewhere.
I agree.
See you later, whatever your name was, Kagaima? Kazami? Something. I think it had a za in there. Kazama? Have fun investigating, new friend. So yeah, she looks a lot less grim.
Who might you be?
She was very upset before.
It's me, Kaname Date. We met yesterday. I gave you my card.
Oh. So how can I help you?
Yeah, maybe you'll actually talk to me this time. Nothing, I guess? Okay.
Packing? What are you talking about?
I thought you came here to pack some of Ota's things for his hospital stay.
Ota? At the hospital?
Are you kidding me?
My boy's fine. You shouldn't say things like that to a mother.
That feels really weird.
Oh, this?
As Mayumi spoke, she turned the photo towards me.
This is a family photo from when Ota was still small. I wanted to look at it again. I'm a horrible mother. I've always caused trouble for my husband and Ota.
Where's your husband's face?
They've helped me so many times. I am such a burden. But they were always smiling. They were so kind. I remember a gift they gave me one Mother's Day. They knew how much I liked floral patterns. So they gave me this apron and a kitchen knife. Oh, I was so happy. I was crying and smiling, and that's what this photo is from. It's kind of embarrassing, but isn't it such a nice photo?
Yes, it's very nice, Mayumi.
Yeah, is your husband dead? I assumed he was.
Last night? What time?
Before 10 p.m.
Oh, I was already asleep by 10.
You were sleeping? That can't be.
Ota.
Yeah, this is kind of weird. I don't know what's going on with her.
You left the diner to chase after Ota and Iris. I saw the whole thing with my own left eye.
Left eye? Not both your eyes?
Yeah, I was taking a nap.
Well...
Anyway, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't didn't go anywhere last night.
Yeah, this is weird. Maybe Mayumi's trying to hide something? She might be. I don't know. I don't think we changed the world necessarily, because Boss is giving us information that says, that they're in the hospital. But maybe Boss is lying to us? Maybe that's the thing that makes sense here? We haven't heard any information from anyone else that would tell us that, that would tell us what's going on other than the Boss telling us.
I was asleep. I was dreaming.
Dreaming?
Yes, a very nostalgic dream. It was when my son had just started elementary school. I had Ota run an errand for me, and he was taking so long, and I was waiting.
How do you guys make money here? There's never anybody in here.
My husband said it was nothing to worry about, but I couldn't take it anymore and went to look for him. I found him at a traffic signal, crying. He said he couldn't come home because the signal was still red. But it was one of those crossing signals you have to push. That boy didn't even notice it. He just stood in front of that red light. So stubborn. So stupidly honest. That's my Ota. He was so cute. I couldn't help it.
Just to be sure, I decided to ask Mayumi about the Odoroki Man chocolate I found at the warehouse. I took it out of my pocket to show her.
Do you know anything about this chocolate?
Oh, you like Odoroki Man?
Yes, actually. I was hooked on them at one point.
My Ota loves them too.
Okay.
When he was younger, he used to collect all the stickers. He was the best at it.
Sure, he was the best at it.
Oh, who knows?
Date, I did some research on her husband, Ota's father. His name is Matsushita Takaro.
What the heck is wrong with his face?
He died of myocardial infarction 5 years ago.
What? What is going on here?
Date, I noticed something.
So we've never seen the husband. I've always kind of assumed that either, he wasn't around or he was dead. But there's some weird stuff happening here. That reply is strange for a man that's supposed to be dead.
Can you look at Mayumi with the thermal imaging turned on?
Zoom and enhance! Yes. She's got the brain.
Do you see it?
Part of her brain is blue.
How do we see her brain? That doesn't even make sense with a thermograph.
That might be due to low blood flow in that part of the brain.
She's got the stupid.
Which means...
Mayumi has an illness. I have checked her hospital records. For the past 6 years, Mayumi has been suffering from dementia.
Okay, gotcha. So that makes a little bit more sense. I mean, Boss could still be potentially lying, but it makes sense that Mayumi's not quite making sense here.
Dementia.
Symptoms vary considerably, but Mayumi appears to be afflicted by memory loss. She seems to be missing memories.
I see. So that's where those weird comments were coming from. Can she run a diner like that?
It isn't running.
What do you mean?
Matsushita Diner has been closed for 8 years.
That makes a little bit more sense why nobody's ever in here. And anytime we ever come in, Ota just, makes us, a rice omelet.
Matsushita Diner is near the Kabasaki district.
I guess, when there's not that many people around, it's a lot harder to get people to come into the store. It makes sense. I was kind of noting that before, where it's like, wow, that's oddly close. They probably... it would explain why they don't get any business.
It is not technically within the restricted area. However, after the chemical plant explosion, the number of potential customers must have dropped considerably. Before the accident, this diner managed quite well due to its proximity to Bloom Park. Patrons from Bloom Park would often eat here, being the cheaper option. But Bloom Park closed 8 years ago. The customers stopped coming, and then, naturally...
Does Mayumi not notice that the store is closed?
I do not think so.
Because of the dementia?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Well, is that all?
I'm trying to think if she could have had dementia the whole time. It's entirely possible, but it definitely seems a little bit odd that it's cropping up now and that we haven't noticed it before. Almost like it wasn't happening before, maybe.
I have to start preparing for the dinner shift.
Because she wouldn't stay around before as often, like you wouldn't see her a lot, almost like, you know, she knew that it wasn't open. Mayumi stood and went to the kitchen.
Date, let's go. It's better that you leave things be.
You're right.
Poor Ota doesn't have any clothes now. Give me just a quick minute. We'll be right back and we'll go to the Sejima residence.